Starting things off with Laura Mcghie and The 7.
Good evening and welcome to the FOSROC Super 6 Rugby Highlight Show.
We're discussing today the hundreds. Did you love it? Did you hate it?
As for Rangers, well, they're in the Czech Republic to take on Sparta Prague, having suffered a comprehensive home defeat to Lyon 2 weeks ago. In the sport at half past, Andy Murray's in great form in Australia and just in time. Premiership champions Rangers extend their unbeaten league record. After months of pressure, Celtic manager Neil Lennon resigns. Novak Djokovic's defence of the Australian Open is in doubt. Celtic are thrashing Rangers 3-0 in the Old Firm derby.
And it's not just been the weather that has, well, no doubt been frustrating this team. They've had isolation issues, they've had to travel separately, there's been all these delays. What's going through their heads right now? Where are they at?
Very busy night, and for the viewers that don't know, it finished Celtic 3, Rangers 0 in tonight's Old Firm derby. And here to discuss what happened this evening is former Rangers player Neil McCann.
Yes, a very physical first half. Scotland leading at the break. Louise is with me just now. I mean, Scotland couldn't have come out any better, a try in the first 6 minutes.
British and Irish Lions. How does that sound? Ali's not stopped smiling since the media got here.
Well, that's why I got my teeth done.
Yes, so let's bring out our guest then, shall we? First, the man who led his side to that famous Calcutta Cup win over England in 2018. He earned 76 caps for Scotland, and these days you can barely listen to a podcast or the radio or turn on your TV without seeing his face or hearing his voice. It's the former Scotland captain, John Barclay. Yeah, we know trophies aren't won in February, but you've been in these title races before, just like you said. What will a result like that do for the Celtic dressing room with about 14 games to go? How much confidence will that give them? One man stands in his way, and it's only, the world number one, the defending champion Novak Djokovic. So I'm sure the hard work is far from over. Hello and welcome to Mossfield Park here in Oban. This is one of the oldest trophies in Scottish sport, the Camanachd Cup, which dates back to 1896. And I have some breaking news on that as well. So breaking, it's not going to be in the autocue, so please forgive me for reading from my script.
So let's speak to some Derby fans, shall we? Jordan McCready and Jamie Thrasivulu. How are you doing, both of you, this morning?
Morning, Chris. Morning, Laura. How are you? You all right, Jamie?
Morning, mate. How are you?
Yeah, not bad, mate. Not bad. All the better for the news yesterday.
You guys can just keep talking amongst yourself if you want. Tell
Yeah,
me.
we actually randomly
We both know each other.
Oh, good. Well then...
Got some good memories.
Oh, all right. Well, we'll get onto them shortly, I'm sure.
3 weeks ago, the mood outside Celtic Park, well, it was very different. Fans were protesting outside, calling for manager Neil Lennon to be sacked after a run of poor results. Today, however, after the Parkhead side secured their 12th successive domestic trophy, well, the fans, they're pretty delighted.
Patrick Keelty and Laura Mcghie, not sure what to make of Chris's comments there, comparing Patrick and I on breakfast this morning to the England cricket team's performance yesterday.
I would say we're more the Indian tail enders.
I would like to think so.
We're the people that no one has given a chance to, and really all we can do now is just go for 4s and 6s from here on in.
As thoughts now turn to qualifying for the World Cup 2022, what did we learn from Scotland being and competing on that big stage? And has the hype of Euro 2020 faded?
Let's talk to a man who knows what it's like to be the world champion. Keith Deller's here. Hi, Keith.
An incredible atmosphere with lights, music, singing and pyrotechnics greeting the players as they took to the field. But it was the hosts who fed off that energy, scoring 3 times in the first half to blunt Rangers' hopes of a second derby victory of the season. His goal went in. It was pandemonium. You could hardly hear anything but the noise of screams. There was people hugging, there was beer up in the air, and that was just the media zone. Of course, that was the fans behind me.
Is our wonderful sports presenter Laura Mcghie.
Services to sport and 7 days.
Dame Laura, how does that sound?
Putting up with used to on a weekly basis. I think I'm already on the list, am I not? Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you very much for joining us. All the build-up starts from 4 o'clock. From us all here, wherever you're watching or listening, please do enjoy the game, and I'll be biased. Fingers crossed for a Scotland win. Thank you very much.
From us all here, good night.